Hey guys, this is RDTechy. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I have a new episode of Techy Tips showing you how to edit the videos that you make for your YouTube channel for free. Video editing is not an easy thing to do. Now you have a lot of options, especially Adobe Premiere, which is an awesome software. It's very powerful, it's very useful, but you have to pay for it. When you're starting your channel, you don't really know how much money you want to invest to it right away. Maybe you're able to and you just want to find out first, or maybe you're not in a place to invest money into it. Now for a situation like that, you have free alternatives. I specifically use one free alternative, which is called DaVinci Resolve 14. The link to the download is in the description. Do check it out. And I'm just gonna boot it up and show you how it works. So I'm just gonna go straight down here, click on that. That is DaVinci Resolve logo, and you have the thing boot up. It's by a company called Blackmagic Design. They design studio equipment, and it's quite powerful in the sense on your day-to-day use for your YouTube channel. It'll be quite good. It does color correction. It has a decent amount of tracks you can use for your video. So I'm gonna just open up, instead of a new one, I'm gonna open up a video I've already done. Let's open up the Regions of Ruin episode 3. I did, so I'm just gonna open that up, and as you can see, it's quite similar to the Premiere or most video editing software. So what you have is a timeline which you can zoom in out of, and you can actually cut them up, put them in places. You can use effects. Most of these effects you can, use as many as you need, no problem. But when it comes to, I believe, I'm sorry, let me just get that down there. Open effects. These things, they are actually, there is a limit for the free version. I believe you can only use 1 or 2 types of effects in your video. So if you have a video which you want a lot of separate effects on, you might have to pay for the paid version of DaVinci Resolve. But what I like about this software is it's quite easy to learn and easy to use. By that I mean that it's easy to pick up. You don't really need to go through a lot of tutorials and things like that, especially if you're coming from a software like Premiere. Super easy. Even if you're not, everything is right in front of you. You don't have to go digging. You have your effects library, your media pool, which includes all the clips that you need. That's the edited audio file from Audacity. That's the source video itself. It has 3 tracks on it. That's the intro, and that's the timeline itself. It creates a clip, and that's the Let's Play intro, which I actually use. Anyway, so, and then if you want to go to your effects, you have different ones. I use cross dissolve, and it's quite useful. So all in all, quite an easy software to use. Definitely check it out. If you're a YouTuber that's looking to get into a little bit more of editing, if you're going in for the whole vlogging thing, this is quite easy to deal with. I do all my videos actually with this. When it comes to having picture-in-picture and things like that, all you need to do is drag the video up here into, I'm just gonna put that, it's on to overwrite a couple of my things, but that's alright because I'm not gonna use it. And then you have picture-in-picture is quite easy as well. When you get to, sorry, I'm just gonna go back where it's there. Alright, and then I can transform it. When you go to inspector, you transform it, you take the zoom and you pull it out, right? And then you click there and you go. Picture-in-picture is possible. You can change your position. So if you have your webcam footage and you want to just, place it in the bottom lower, bottom corner, bottom right corner, just leave it like that. So that's picture-in-picture. That's easy to do. You don't really need any, advanced knowledge to do this. It's very simple. It's very intuitive. And when you're done, you want to do create the file, you want to render it. You just go to deliver and what you're rendering to. Now I'm rendering always at 1080p. I click that. I choose MP4 for my file type. I make sure this is automatic, which is at best. I don't want to limit the bit rate. Now what happens is I type in the name and I add to render queue. It goes there. I hit render. Goes through the rendering process. Depending on your system, depending on how good your PC is, you will be able to finish the rendering in about 10 minutes or 15 or 20. So once the rendering's done, it'll give you a file size. In this case, for 30 minutes of Regions of Ruin footage, I was about at 1.2 gigs. Now that's not a big size by any means, but if you're someone who lives in an area which doesn't have the best internet, in my case it's quite terrible, I need to get it as small as possible. So for doing that, what I use is called Handbrake. It's a very nice software. It's a very intuitive software. Now, say you run through the rendering and you get your file done. So what we're gonna do now is open up the video file through Handbrake. We're gonna go to the Regions of Ruin, which is where it is, and this is the 3rd episode. So I'm gonna open that up. Now it's gonna show up all this, and this number is kind of odd if you think about it. So I'm gonna put that up to 80. So it is 920 by 1080. It's a compressor. It's a video compressor. It compresses the video. It reduces the size quite a bit without sacrificing too much quality, and I love the trade-off, and I use it for almost every single video I do. Some heavy visual videos will not be that big a difference, but for this, well, the size I actually dealt with was, let me just go quick and show you. There you go. LP, where's reached? The size I dealt with was about 1.2 gigs, and I ran it through Handbrake with these settings. And once I hit browse, I went in there, put up this name, press save, and then obviously I'm not going to do it anymore. And then I hit start encode. So once it finished the encoding, I went in and I checked the size, and I was really shocked. As you can see, it was 271 MB. So that went from 1.26 gigs to 275 MB, 271. So that makes it so much easier for me to upload. For some people, that's just like minutes of upload. But anyways, I thought it was something that I could share with you guys on this episode of Techie Tips. So check out DaVinci Resolve. If you have Premiere Pro and you don't really need DaVinci, go check out Handbrake. It'll help you compress your videos by encoding them, and it doesn't really screw up with YouTube. So I've used it for almost every single video I've done. If there's a game that has a lot of action like Dying Light, I would recommend not running it through Handbrake, because you can see pixelation when it comes to that. But that's that, and if you guys have any questions, and if you want me to do a specific video, let me know in the comments. This is RDTechy. I hope you have an awesome Sunday ahead. New game video coming out on Tuesday as well. Final episode of the Regions of Ruin series coming out on Thursday. So that's it for this week. I hope you have an awesome week ahead. See you in the next one.